Good morning, morning manna gathering people. We are here gathered together virtually and gathering to receive God's good stuff for us today as we start our Wednesday together. We are continuing in Obadiah, the only chapter of Obadiah, Obadiah 1, verses 3 through 4. We are in Obadiah all week. So let's turn to Obadiah this morning and get started. Your proud heart has deceived you. You that live in the clefts of the rock, whose dwelling is in the heights. You say in your heart, who will bring me down to the ground? Though you soar aloft like eagles, though your nest is set among the stars, from there I will bring you down, says the Lord. So the Edomites were descendants of Esau, the twin brother of Jacob. Read Genesis 25 if you don't know their story. Jacob's descendants were the Israelites, who were also the neighbors of the Edomites. So the Israelites were under attack by the Babylonians, and the Edomites just sat by and let them go down. In fact, not only did they just sit by as inactive, passive bystanders, but Edomites helped loot and take prisoners for the Babylonians, who were the most powerful people at the time that Obadiah is writing this prophecy against the Edomites. Even though the Edomites started out as people of God, Esau was a son of Isaac, who was a man of God, and he probably brought his children up to be people of God. They started out, the Edomites, as God-fearing people who were reunited as a family with the Israelites when Esau and Jacob reconciled their relationship, Genesis 25. Their pride that had grown over the years, however, grew into, because of their wealth and the power, the Edomites had let this pride separate them from their family, from their neighbors, the Israelites. Pride causes us to lose all kinds of connections, doesn't it, with God and with others? But naming that thing that stands between ourselves and others, ourselves and God, is the first step, I'd argue, to building again or repairing relationships with ourselves and others and ourselves and God. I really, really want to believe Obadiah means servant of a servant of God, the Lord, and I want to believe that Obadiah named the sin of pride that severed the relationships between the Edomites and the Israelites, and the Edomites and also God, wasn't as much as a judgment as holding them accountable, of calling them to return to God. A second chance warning, if you will, a plea to change their ways. We all need, if we think about it, we all need friends like Obadiah who help us perhaps see decisions that we are making might be contributing to our own demise and destruction and despair even. We need the accountability even when the truth may be very hard to hear, so that our bad decisions don't spiral out of control, taking us down with them, as it seemed the Edomites' decisions over the years was doing to them now. On such occasions that a friend like Obadiah does speak the truth, we know we need to hear this truth, yes, but we might not necessarily want to hear this truth. But we have a choice when a friend like Obadiah does speak a truth to us. We can respond or we can react. And there is a difference in responding and reacting to when somebody comes to us to help us grow. We can respond with grace, knowing that our friend has our best interest at heart, or we can react in defensiveness, brushing off our friend and their well-meaning words of caution. We can brush them all aside, friend and words aside. We are all certainly works in progress, and we need one another to help smooth out our rough edges that might be leading us to harm or destruction, and those decisions that are leading us away from God. So, who is that Obadiah friend in your life? Give thanks for that friend. Don't be resentful. Don't be defensive. Give thanks. Be thankful for such a friend that helps point you back to God. I will see you tomorrow.